Yo, what's good? It's your boy Mario, and today I'm going to show you how to make vegan collard greens southern style. Got all of the flavors if you had meat in there, but obviously this is a meatless dish. But again, so flavorful, so good. The trick is you got to be a little open to relying on different ingredients to mimic and replicate the flavor that you get from using a smoked meat, like a smoked ham hock, a smoked turkey wing, a smoked turkey neck, whatever your smoked meat is of choice. You won't need that here because we're going to show you how to just really get it done, leveraging a few other ingredients that you got to be open to. I think it's really important to figure out a way to kind of mimic that smoky flavor that you get. And the way I do that is to combine 3 different ingredients. The first is a really good, high quality smoked sweet paprika, along with smoked sea salt flakes. You don't need a lot because it's really soft and really smoky, so a little bit goes a long way. And then that third element to that smokiness is liquid smoke, which, you know, it's a common ingredient for dishes that want to replicate that barbecue smoke, especially in a vegan dish, and it really works well here. So between those 3, you get that really good smoke flavor that's missing when you don't use meat. And then the other piece is like some of those savory umami elements that you want to have to, again, replicate the meat. And I get that from a few different sources. And aromatics like the onions and the garlic, which I go heavy on. But you see me adding like that green seasoning base. That's a Trinidad green seasoning that's really common in Caribbean culture. You can buy it in some stores if you have like a Caribbean market near you, or you can make your own. It's really like a mix of onions, peppers, herbs, garlic, you know, things like that, ingredients you're likely to have on hand. But it just adds a nice flavor seasoning base to any dish. Particularly like soups and stews, but certainly you can use it in these greens as I'm using them today. Make sure you wash those greens ahead of time, whether you use bag greens or fresh greens. There's going to be a certain level of dirt and grittiness that's going to be there, and you're going to have to get rid of, because you don't want that eating experience where you're getting like dirt and grease and grit and grimy stuff like in your teeth or like whatever. It's just not a good look, so make sure you wash those thoroughly ahead of time. My spice mix is pretty simple. I use that smoked paprika that I talked about, salt and pepper, and then allspices, which that's that earthy ingredient. Like I said before, you want to kind of be able to mimic the savory umami elements of meat. Allspices are a big contributor to that, along with like working with some of the other ingredients. Because greens are bitter, you're gonna have to add some level of sweetness. The way I get that is out of 2 things. One, I caramelize those onions, meaning I let them saute quite a bit to kind of bring out the natural sweetness. And then I add some maple syrup as a balancing act. And then, of course, when you have sweetness, you want to have some acidity to kind of break through some of that richness there. And that's where the apple cider vinegar comes in, or you can use rice wine vinegar, which is a little more mild if you're looking for a good source that doesn't overpower some of the flavor in the other ingredients. And that's it. That's the dish. I think you were really gonna like this. It's bussin'. It's got all kind of flavor without the meat, and just really good vibes. And so if you like the dish, definitely leave a like or comment. But most importantly, hit that red subscribe button, and you can get recipes in your inbox each week when I post new content. That's it. That's the dish. It's bussin'. Check your boy out. Peace out. Word. Later. Thanks for vibing with me.